All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So we got the Fool showing up right now for you guys. And it looks like you're entering into a brand new chapter. It feels more so like a brand new chapter of the self, you and your identity. You could be doing something completely different than what you normally do. And there's the thing about what I'm getting here with you is it's like a snooty type of energy. I'm not saying this right or wrong, but I'm just picking up like there's something here about there's something here about your energy. Yeah, this is Cancer. There's something here about your energy of like holding your head up high, but it's like holding your head up high with this type of attitude that feels kind of like, it feels like a attitude. If I was to, yeah, it feels like maybe you have like an attitude, and this may be new to you, this type of attitude that you have, but it's coming across. I don't want to say I don't care. Maybe that is the case for some of you, like you have this new attitude of not caring, but it feels more than just an attitude of not caring. And I can see why. The Ten of Swords is there. That's why you're in this attitude. That's why you have an attitude, because of something bad that ended. That's why I wasn't judging it. I'm not saying this right or wrong, the attitude that you have, because something happened that put you in that attitude. You didn't just get into the full energy overnight. And we got here, the King of Swords is in reverse. So you could have been dealing with someone that was arrogant, someone that with the King of Swords being in reverse, this could have been someone selfish, narcissistic, covert narcissist, a hypocrite. I just feel like you were dealing with this type of person, that King of Swords in reverse, and seeing the Ten of Swords. It was over with. It ended badly, right? Because of that King of Swords energy in reverse. And that's why you have an attitude. That makes sense. At least because I was like, man, you really got an attitude. And it's like, okay, now I see why. Because you were dealing with someone that could have been selfish, narcissistic. Let's see what energy. I want to get more insight around what you were dealing with, because for that King of Swords in reverse, I don't like to see the King of Swords in reverse, because like I said, that could be someone that is narcissistic, manipulative, selfish. Tell me about that King of Swords energy in reverse. We got here argumentative. We got bickering, aggressive, combative. What else? Oh, envious, resentful. It says here, desiring, resentful, disconnected with self. Yeah. You were dealing with someone. There was some sort of bickering, some sort of argument going on. Judgmental. I feel like this is a judgmental, critical person. And we got here superficial, surface level, shallow, empty. So this could be someone, and that's why I said judgmental, someone superficial, shallow, resentful, disconnected from self, fake. That's why shallow is there. King of Swords could be fake, someone that's dishonest. And I feel like the thing about it with that Ten of Swords, that's why I feel like you're into a new phase where you're like, I don't care. Because I feel like something hit that King of Swords hard. They fell down. Something hit them real hard, them swords. Something must have happened. That's probably why you're holding your head up high. Insincere. Didn't I say fake? Look, insincere, stone heart, cruel. This person cruel, emotionless, heartless. And then I told y'all hypocritical. A hypocrite. Impure, hollow, insincere, fake. Hypocrite. No wonder you're in the energy that you're in. I feel like you're turning your back on this person. That's the new phase that you're in. Look at here. I feel like you turned your back on this person because of that King of Swords in reverse. And I feel like you're in an energy of where you got your back turned on them and you're walking into this new chapter where you're not tolerating that type of behavior. You're not accepting that. I don't know. It feels like maybe this person could be, for some of you, I don't know, narrow-minded for some of you. And that's why I'm picking up narrow-minded, judgmental, hypocritical, narcissistic, shallow, bitter. I'm picking up bitter with that energy. And I feel like with that 10 swords, something must have hit them hard. And look, even right here with this 9 of cups. Again, this is feeling like your energy, not caring. You actually feel fulfilled with this 9 of cups. And you could be feeling fulfilled because of this 10 swords. Because justice, the justice is in reverse. It feels like this person was doing something that was an injustice and it caught up to them. It caught up to them. That's why you're like, I don't care. Let's see. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What are you focused on? Because we know you're moving into a new chapter. So let's move on. Okay? We're not going to look anymore into this because you're moving into a new chapter here. The 9 of Cups is what you're focused on. Your own emotional fulfillment. Things that make you feel good. Things that make you happy. That's what that 9 of Cups is there. That's the feeling that I'm getting here with you. You're in your 9 of Cups energy. We got here, the 3 of Pentacles is here. Some of you are going to be busy with work, but I'm telling you, whoever this person is, the star is in reverse. We got Aquarius showing up. Whoever this person is, they think about you still. Interesting. And the reason why I say interesting is that the energy is different here, because I feel like it's weird, because yes, this person was in that King of Swords energy, but something feels regretful behind it though. There's and I'm not making an excuse. I'm just reading the energy. I'm just the messenger here. This person is like having to really think with this 3 of Pentacles and sit with their thoughts. So even like when they're at work working, they're thinking about what happened. It's landed on the 10 swords because it was a big deal. That 10 swords hit hard. So they're left to think about it because it wasn't something easy that betrayed them, or an easy ending that happened in their life. So when they're at work, they're thinking about it. And the more they think about it, the more hopeless they start to feel. The more defeated, abandoned, and isolated, and rejected. I don't feel like you feel sorry for them, but the way that I'm looking at their energy, I can't necessarily say I feel sorry for them. However, I feel like they feel sorry. That's what it is. Yeah, I feel like this person actually feels sorry for what happened. But they see the situation with you as hopeless. So I was trying to focus on you, but I feel like this person is still popping up in your energy even while you're trying to focus on yourself. All right, let's try to move on because you're entering into a new phase. Let's take it back to Cancers. What is Cancers focusing on? Your own fulfillment. What else? Your own cups, yourself. See, the 10 of Wands is coming in, and that's why the 2 of Pentacles is here. I feel like you go back and forth, Cancers. I feel like you are trying to move forward from this. You are trying to be in that full era where you're entering into this new phase, this new way of being. You're coming across a little distant. You're coming across a little bit cold. I don't know. There's just something here about your energy that does feel kind of harsh. And again, I'm just telling you the energy that I'm picking up on. And you're trying to move forward, but moving forward seems to be a burden for you because it feels like you go back to this situation. You go back to whoever this person is, wherever it is that happened. That's what you go back to. See, that's why the Two of Pentacles is here. And see, here's the Fool coming up again. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to move on from this. Here's this Fool, this new you, focusing on you. However, you still go back to the situation around this person. You still go back to this connection. Let me see. Tell me more about Cancer's energy. Yeah, I knew it. That's what I felt with you. Superior. That's the energy. This snootiness. I felt that. It says here, it's superior. It says minimize or undermine others to feel better. Boastful. Condescending. I said snootiness. I said that. That's the energy. That is the energy that I'm picking up with you. Like you're coming across as snooty, superior. You're coming across judgmental, condescending. Let's see. Tell me more about Cancer's energy. I even pick up for some of you there could be some resentment here too. You may resent this person. Now keep in mind, me calling out your energy, again, this is not saying you're right or wrong. It's just the energy that you're in. Critical. Yeah, see, you're coming across critical and judgmental. So you could be criticizing this person because look what you experienced. And that's why I say I feel some resentment. Because if you were dealing with someone that was acting a certain type of way towards you, of course you're going to have some bitter feelings around it. It's like someone being, it's like someone being abused or whatnot. And I'm just using that as an example. Someone being bullied or someone being picked on. And it's like now that you're not going to take it lying down, and you're starting to see it differently because you are entering to the Fool, a new way of being, a new way of showing up. You feel some type of way about the experience. You feel some type of way about this person and what you went through. So now you're looking at them. And I feel like here, you're judging them. I feel like you're judging them. I wonder what happened though. Like, I wonder what happened. Like, why are you judging them? Because we got 2 10s. Those are endings. Why are you judging them? Because I feel like you're kicking this person when they're down. Because that 10 source, they're down on that. Maybe they're down on their luck. Like something happened to this person. And I feel like you're judging them for whatever it is that happened to them. Because they could be feeling alone now. Yeah, see, childish, immature behavior. And remember, acting in that King of Swords energy. You see how they went from being superficial, fake, insincere, critical, and cruel. But then a 10 swords happened to them. A betrayal. And now they're alone. Due to acting irresponsible. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like you feel like this person is getting what they deserve. That's what happened. That's why you're judging them. You feel like they're getting what they deserve. Again, Cancers, what do you really want with this person? Because you go back and forth. Because I want to move on. But you see the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. It's hard to move on. Because you still have some resentment here. You still have some bitterness towards this person. And that's just part of the energy that's showing up for you. Maybe let's get an advice card here for you. Let's get an advice. First off, I want to see what's challenging you when it comes to this person. What's challenging you when it comes to this? What is challenging my Cancerians? All right, what's challenging you is a paradox. Didn't I? You are a paradox right now. It says you act in contradiction to personal beliefs. A contradiction, inconsistent. That's what's challenging you. You're being inconsistent. Remember, it's like you want to move on and leave this behind, but then there's another part of you that goes back to it. Even as I'm trying to move forward and focus on you, you go back to this. Your energy goes back to them. So you're acting in contradiction. It's like, I want to move on. I want to turn my back on them, but you still go back to them. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes sense. It says embrace it. That's the thing. It's like embrace it. So it's like, okay, yeah. It says embrace the complexity of your mind that extends beyond the barrier of logic, because it doesn't make sense. That's why I'm like, I'm not understanding. You want to move on, but you still go back to them. And you will discover a world of wonder. Yep, see, it says here, embrace the complexity of your mind that extends beyond the barriers of logic. And you'll discover a world of wonder. So that's what it is. It's like you're acting in contradiction. It's like you want to move forward, but yet you still go back to it. Because obviously with these 10s here, those are heavy, heavy, heavy energies here. So this was something that was heavy. And this is obviously not something that's just going to go away overnight. That's why it's saying embrace it. Embrace the complexities of it. Don't even try to understand it, because I'm sitting here trying to understand it, obviously, as the reader. But you too, with that Two of Pentacles, could be also going back and forth, not really understanding it either at times. All right, so yeah, and I'm also getting here, careful, don't slip back into old patterns. And I feel like for some of you, when you're stepping into this Fool energy, whatever that may look like for you, it's not going to be the same, this new phase. Be careful not to slip back into old patterns, because it's like once you start to really move on, like the load will lighten. The load will lighten. And so maybe you could at some point maybe get tripped back up to want to go back to focusing on the negative. And it's like, be careful getting back into that critical energy. It's like, be careful not to get back into that energy, because it looks like here it could create some sort of recklessness or some sort of combative energy in you. So it's like, just be mindful of that as you're moving forward. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going to be next for you after this situation. What's next for the viewer? Or better yet, what's next when it comes to the situation that you're in? What's next? And I'm going to see how they're viewing you. What's next? A Tower is what's next. Oh, wow. There's a Tower. Now, a Tower is a big deal. This is not something small. This is major, because it is a major arcana. I'm curious to know, what is this Tower? I do see the Page of Cups at the bottom. So it doesn't feel like something like, oh my gosh, this is bad. It's not giving that type of energy. But it is giving, it's giving something like an olive branch. But let's see. Like, I wouldn't be surprised with this Page of Cups. And we got here the Seven of Pentacles. I feel as though they may do something and then wait and see what happens. Tell me, what is this Tower? Because, and what I mean by that, they may text you or they may send you some sort of like something. It's like something sincere. Because remember, they come across as insincere, but the Tower is that they're going to do something sincere and wait and see what happens. It's going to be thoughtful with the Ace of Pentacles. And it's going to require a lot of strength for them to do this when it comes to you. We got here Tarot showing up. This person could have gotten a tarot reading. If you watch them, this person does too. I feel like they could have gotten a tarot reading, and I feel like that tarot reading could be what prompts them to actually do something. Look, see, proposal. Will you marry me? Now, I'm not saying that that's what they're going to come through with, but for some of you, that very well could be the case. That is a Tower moment, because I'm not expecting that. A proposal, a ring, or maybe they communicate that to you. Like, they want to propose, or I'm interested in marrying you. Because that caught me off guard. Like, seeing a Tower here, and then when I part the deck to see proposal, that is a Tower. It's like, how do we go from all of that beginning energy to then here comes this proposal? Doing something to show that they're actually serious. Yeah, we got here stressed out. I can see that. Because remember, the tens are showing up. Worried. Feeling sorry for how they acted towards you. If it's not like a wedding ring, maybe like a promise ring or something. I don't know, because it feels like a big deal. It feels shocking, but it's like I gotta do something shocking because of look at how I acted. I gotta do something big. So maybe it's like a gift. If it's not like an actual wedding ring, maybe it's like a promise or a gift. We got here obsessed. Yeah, they know you mad at them. They know you're pissed. That's what I'm saying. That's why the Tower is here. Like, I gotta do something big for you because I know you're pissed. They can't stop thinking about it. And I feel like here, yeah, they're gonna do something with that Seven of Pentacles and wait and see what happens. They're gonna send you something. It's something tangible. It is going to be something tangible. It's not just a message. It's actually, the Pentacles are here. Something serious. And we got here inner child. So, again, not making any excuses. It just is what it is. This person has, like, come from a bad childhood. Poor relationship with parents. Neglected, abused, abandoned, emotional immaturity. That could have been like a learned behavior or a response to this type of behavior. Yeah, see, their childhood plays heavy. Look at here. It says going through pictures, reminiscing. And then we got see planning. See planning to do something that's going to shock you. All right. Let's see. I think that kind of covers where they're at too when it comes to you. So I'll end it there. Catch y'all in the next reading. Bye.